Let's get cracking. A week has passed since the collision between the USS Vandegrift and the Chinese trawler. Just 70 miles away, a squadron of Su-30s went to full alert. The Type 054A frigate Chow Hu paid the Vandegrift a visit. Radio lit up with traffic from other PLAN South Sea Fleet destroyers and frigates, and a squadron of Type 22 FACs. FAC made preparations to get underway. Cooler heads eventually prevailed, and it didn't hurt that the Vandegrift helped rescue the crew of the sinking trawler. I was on the Vandegrift, wasn't I? Yes, I was. There was a collision. Did we collide? Are you supposed to collide? Maybe that's what's supposed to happen. USS Columbia monitors the sea trials of... Oh, this should be like over here, and this should be over here. I got that mixed up. Mullenlebe. I kicked Mullen's rear. Okay, I get it now. I was like, that sounds familiar. Mullen, Malone, Molon. Alright, let's frickin' do this. After leaving the area long enough for calm to take hold, the Loyal's back on the patrol and tracking a Jin-class SSBN. We're tasked with observing the trials and getting detailed sonar profile data on the new boat. You got it. What do we got going on here? Alrighty.
On radio. Recommend we copy the broadcast.
Hey, you got it, sister. Do that. Okay. I don't know why it does that too, like freaks out with these shadows. Oh, he's got a little bit of a bigger escort this time. A little bit of an upgrade. Hey, what's up? Chekudusi. Chekudusi. I don't know. I'm going 10 knots to start the mission. It's crazy talk. Alright. Interesting. It plays that sound but didn't put an accompanying message. So if you like were getting a beer or something. Something just popped up over here on my computer, my desktop. I don't know what that was. Hello. Let's go to PD.
Make my depth 0, 6, 7 feet. Dive by.
No, auto crew. What? Why is that turned on? Get that out of here. What is this color? It's always like here, and I never know what color it is. Is it like a blue teal kind of thing? It's like perfectly in my realm of not being able to tell what the heck color it is. Some dull bluish, maybe green thing. Well, we won't be getting in front of any fishing boats in this submarine anytime soon. That's for sure. Hey, what's up, Vadim? Oh yeah, that's the name of the one guy in that scene in K-19, where they're on the trucks in the snow going to the boat, and his wife's like, Vadim, Vadim. I always remember that scene. And what was her name? Katya. He jumps out, runs to say hello.
Raise the antenna, Chief of the Watch Eye. Raise the ESM mast, Chief of the Watch Eye.
It's a nice model. The textures are just like monochrome though. Why is this guy like wiggling back and forth? It's like he's going 11 knots, but in the formation and trying to stay in place, so he's like wiggling back and forth to average out his speed to 10 knots. Are we not yet at depth? Okay, I was about to say. Told me to freaking get a message. Let's see. Currently translating to the exercise area. It's kind of annoying when everything's in caps and then you see PLAN is like, is that the acronym for the People's Liberation Army Navy, or are you commanding me to plan something? 3 or 4 South Sea Fleet songs are not currently in port, maybe in the area. 3 diesels, huh? Infiltrate the area, obtain detailed sonar profile on Jin number 2, and observe any tests of max speed endurance and or diving depth. Due to increased tension, it is imperative that you are not detected. Peacetime ROE are in effect. End. Shouldn't that just be BT? Whatever. Alright, what do we got down here? Got ourselves a frigate. Seagull. I don't want any radar I have to be named after a seagull. Freaking rats of the sky. Okay, he's emitting on 2 radars at the moment. That's interesting. Oh, it's one of those things again. Going down to Miami. What do we got here? Air radar top plate. Doesn't say anything about Seagull. I think it was the MR36A though. No, it was Type 364 Seagull. Yep, yeah, okay, that's the surface radar. Good, okay. Air and surface, no fire control radars. You don't like K-19? I love K-19. It's a great movie. And I just got a ping from him too. This is a very big exercise area. Holy crap. $70 by 60-ish. Ooh, 7 times 6, 420. 4,200 square miles. Am I doing that math right? No. I am doing that math right. Good. 4,200 square miles. Holy crap. Okay, that's the only ESM we're getting.
Lower the antenna, Chief of the Watch Eye. Lower the ESM mast, Chief of the Watch Eye.
Okay. So they're kind of giving us a little bit of a bone here, because this SSBN is being escorted by these frigates, and we're getting these pings to the north, which I assume is one of these frigates. So we probably... Oh, God. Totally forgot. We probably want to then head... Which ping did I just get in? Oh, my God. We probably want to head south then.
Make my depth.
This is some pretty rough
2,
seas.
6,
Decently rough.
7 feet. Dive eye.
He definitely did try to do the Russian accent. I guess try is the key word. No, K-19 is great. It's like my second favorite sub movie. And U571 just has nostalgia value for me. Used to watch that a lot as a kid. I guess these guys are just up here for flavor. Flava Flav, just chilling. Was this Catamaran? Yeah. You never got into Crimson Tide as much. I like the first half of that movie. Is that a Michael Bay movie? It feels like a Michael Bay movie. I don't think it is. Crimson Tide. No, not Alabama Crimson Tide. No, Tony Scott. Okay. It has kind of the look of a Michael Bay movie at points. I think that's just 90s. 90s style. Easy. Easy. Alright, let's not frickin' go crazy here and lose track of this thing.
Make turn for 8 knots. Maneuvering aye. Come right to course 188. Helm aye.
That one was a 2500er. There, good. Towed, squared away. Alright. very parallel LOBs. Yeah, we're not getting them too frequently off the Sierra 1 guy. Just punch something in rough for now. Sierra 2. Punching something rough down there also. Year 1. Zhang Kai. Zhang. Do not know my Chinese pronunciations. I still think it looks weird with that stubby stern. I don't know. Unknown. Confidence high. We'll say medium. I'm very much assuming that this is the same as that, but they were like pretty much on the same thing in the middle of the ocean out here. Where did that recent one come from? That guy again. You got it. Does this guy have... What is this guy's... No, not that. Sonar capabilities. Looks like it's just a bow-mounted sonar. No towed. Okay, not really too worried about him detecting me then. I will fight you on K-19 being garbage, good sir. Just let the record show. I need to watch Das Boat again. I saw it once and I was like 10. Harbor's Ferry, what? That's gotta be me from turning. Oh, hello. Oh, the old Mark bug. Son of a Son of a darn tootin' scallywag. What we got here? We got 50, 125, 180. Might be seeing two different tracks on top of one another. Because there's no 50, 125, 180 in here. The closest thing to that's an alpha. I'm quite certain it is not an alpha. $51.80. Yeah, okay. One of them frigates, probably. Probably not that. Probably not Yuting. Zhangwei or Zhangkai. F-22P. Jianghu. Some Chinese frigate. That's what it is. And then we were seeing a 5125 as well. That could be the sub. Yep, that is very much indeed the sub. They must be moving pretty good. What is that? That just popped in 60. Oh no, that's been there. Okay. What is the 60? Is that a reciprocal for one of these guys? No. Angle's too steep. Where'd that one come from? Okay. Well, we can get that frickin' sub classified here. 5180. That's one of those frigates.
Sonar, I have a new contact. Bearing 023. Designated Sierra 3.
Just trying to make sure that 125 is not part of that 60. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're fading in and out different times here. Let's go ahead and mark that.
Sonar, I have a new contact. Bearing 020. Designated Sierra 4.
Okay, well, we're not going to get much bearing rate on them this way. But I do want to get inside this frickin' area here. We need to be like shadowing these guys. It's a whole mess of stuff. There are 250 guys, and then there's a 60. So that's one for sure here, this 5180. And then we got this 5125 fading up. And then we have ourselves the 60, a 6175, maybe. It would be a civilian if that is what it is, 6175. Man, everything's like freaking out today. This thing was like not wanting to scroll, and then the XWND is going poopy. Not sure what's happening. Okay, we won't worry about that 60 then. Got our two guys. Good to go. The solution is holding up with the course change there. My course change, that is. Nice. Punch that into computer. Do not open the doors. 01. I haven't. Oh, we're not getting any pings from him because he's in my baffles. That isn't right. Let's go west.
Come right to course 265. Helm aye.
Is it the latest Windows 10 update? Is it making Dangerous Waters stutter for you too? I can't frickin' click and drag the scroll bar here in Excel. Dude, this is like untenable. What the fuck? Sorry. I just hate it when this crap doesn't work as advertised. I still hate that Windows 10 cannot properly sort out going from a 4K scale desktop to a full screen 1080p game. It always goes like, just like minimizes it on me. It's like, alright, I'll change the resolution and the scaling, then I'll log out, then I'll log back in, then I'll play the game. Alright, we have those two guys up there, CR3 and CR4. Let's let those
Steady on course
chew for a
2,
little bit
6,
before I look
5.
at them. Apparently not long enough. I'm still used to RA having the 1 minute update for LOBs, which is very nice. Can't do nothing with 2 dots. Any 2 dots make a straight line, ladies and germs. Tells us nothing. Potentially a general direction. That's about it. I should probably be able to hear that guy on the frickin' Toad. CR2. Yep. No, not Nustrashimi. Mark. What?
Sonar.
Okay. So what the heck's taking so long, man?
Designated Sierra 5.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing him down here this whole time, but haven't been able to get the freaking mark on here. We can do it in an airband. Right? Maybe. No. Have we gotten a, did we just get a ping from this guy to the north? Hot, no we didn't. That's 8 minutes, I thought it said 0. Let's do like, hot diggity damn, alright. 1 more pings from that guy to the north. Oh, we did get a ping, okay. Oh, really? It's been over 20 minutes. A little further out, maybe. A little further out. Yeah, that far out would definitely want to get that course down, figure out which part of this 7,200, no, sorry, 4,200 square miles circle these guys are going. Definitely pertinent information. Wait, 2 things. It's like another 6, I think it's another possibly fishing boat. Looks like another 6175 going on here, or like oil or a container ship or something. Something with a diesel engine. But we got our guy, CR5, CR2. We can merge those bad boys up. Sierra 2, Sierra 5. When that get all freaking wonky. I don't remember wonkifying that. Wait, I thought I merged them. Merge. Alright, how's our data looking on these guys? Well, I turned, so we have to wait a little bit for some more good data to come in here. I wish you could go in here and like delete outlier data. Man, I got my wish list for stuff I'd want in Dangerous Waters 2.0, I tell you. I want you to be able to put trackers on, or auto TMA on specific tracks. I'd want to be able to delete data points or ignore them. I want all the things. Ew, there's another ping for that guy. This guy's holding pretty relatively constant bearing now at this point. He might be going slower than I thought. Well, I have him at 8 knots. I'm going 8 knots. Okay, so that makes sense. Ish, approximately. And that's running the money right there. There you go. Frickin' take that to the bank. Punch it in. Alrighty. Who was our other guy? CR4. Let's give him that approximate range, course, and speed. 31,000 yards, 1639. Ooh, yeah, look at that model. Oh, yeah, there. I feel like I've seen this model before. What else have I done in Lawami that would have Chinese boomers? I don't know. I feel like I've definitely seen this before. Okay, well, they're going that way. Let's just chew for maybe another minute or two here. Or maybe I should just go back the other way here. They're going that way. This guy's going that way. Oh, just lost him there on the broadband. Got him down here in the tow broadband. Not those guys, though. Wherever that fishing boat thing was, I kind of got out of there. Or whatever it is, some kind of cargo ship fishing boat thing. Just the two guys, the frigate and the Jin. Qui-Gon Jinn. Our old buddy, the Shia. Shia. I don't know how to pronounce anything Chinese. No idea about DW2 Lord Lobs. They deleted their whole Facebook page. Went to go check on it the other day, and it's just not there anymore. Not even like before they deleted the whole page, they deleted all the photos, then they deleted the whole page, so well, not. But if I had the ability to mind control Jeff Bezos, I'd be like, "Yeah, throw me a few $1,000,000 so I can make a new submarine game." And I'd put in all of my features I want. What's SNLST? No, not fishing boat. Did that radio message say like what we're expecting here? I don't. Oh my god, what the heck just happened? Okay, jeez. Thought the game just closed out or something. Okay, we got the Jung Kai down here, so this is the Jung way up here. One or two. Man, this thing's nearly twice the displacement. Basically the same size. No, it's bigger in all dimensions. They show the same photo though. We'll say newer. Why not? Bam. Oh, that's a custom model, huh? Maybe not. It kind of looks like one. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Some of these textures don't really look like stock textures. But then again, some of them do. I think it's stock. This is not. I don't really need to be getting any more data on those guys. I'm pretty certain, so we should probably go back this way.
Up course 1, 1, 2. How am I?
Let's just head more. Let's head more south. Let's get in this box.
Come up to course 1.
Might change my
3,
speed to 5
8.
knots
How
here.
am I?
I think I'm fine though. This guy ain't gonna hear anything. Oh, sonalists. Yeah, traditionally, video games, making video games is no different than like making like a movie or like something like that, you know. Something someone invests money in hoping to get a return. You gotta convince people to invest money in your video game development. Nowadays, you kind of circumvent that a little bit by releasing these like pre-alpha video games. And then it becomes more crowd-funded, because when you buy the pre-alpha game, you're almost more like being like a venture capitalist kind of like buying into the idea of the game, hoping they'll get enough money to complete it, or that they're not just scamming you outright. So you're not buying a product, you're more investing in a game at that point then. What? This just popped up. Mission goal criteria. Mark the Jin with all 3 sonar arrays. I'm glad they're telling me these things. Sprint speed. Observe the Jin from the beginning of a sprint until the end. Your crew will calculate the distance and time to run. That seems imprecise. Test depth. Maintain sonar contact during the Jin's test dive. You must be within 2 nautical miles to get an accurate estimate of its depth. Wow. Okay, I'll have to follow through a layer. Well, at that range, the layer won't matter. 2 miles, huh? That is close.
Steady on course 1, 3, 8.
Okie dokie. Just a waiting game at this point here. I guess I want to keep tabs on Master 1 there, huh? Make sure he's not doing anything funny. Yeah, see, my solution for him keeps pushing out. In the past, I've tend to find that means that my speed estimate is not correct. But I haven't thought about it long enough or seen it enough times to think if it's pushing out, does that mean I think his speed is too high, or does that mean I think his speed is too low? I'm going to assume that means I think his speed is too low. I mean, it's possible he changed course in there at some point too. You have to always think about that. Why is it like so quiet in this sub? Not hearing like any sub noises. I don't know. Normally you got that like low rhythmic bass hum thing going on. And I'm not hearing it. I'm not sure why. Well, that would be a completely different solution than what I was thinking I was seeing. So that requires more insight. He was off the broadband for a while there, then came back. Scusi. Oh, can you lock that down, please? Thank you. Is that your final answer? Maybe. It's really close. Left to right. Well, that makes sense. Left to right makes sense. Let's give this American large berth.
Come left to course 103. Helm I.
I will be right back. Yeah. I mean, that's the issue with something like Dangerous Waters 2. Would it sell enough to cover the costs? Like, I'd be curious to know what their financials were about it before, like, do they have extra money on these government contracts that they used it for? Or is it, I would imagine not, but, or did they all just fund it with their own internal money, hoping it would return a profit and take losses on it? Not sure. I know they would, like, bounce around between publishers. Does the publisher fund it and pay the costs for it? I don't think so. I think it's just the publisher. Oh. I was like, what's that? It's reciprocal.
Steady on course.
Mirror contact.
3.
I always want to say reciprocal. I'm not sure mathematically that's the correct word, actually. I think mirror is the better term for it. Reciprocal just means like inverse. What did I get to? Like 6? Not toast territory. Yes, you have to know how much Cold Water's made. They made that with a small team. And the game, I mean, honestly, compared to like a Dangerous Waters or a Fleet Command, I think the Cold Waters game had a pretty limited scope too. Not to say that's a bad thing. They knew what to, they were in the business of actually publishing games, as Jewel Helm once told me. But yeah, that game probably required much less effort than a Dangerous Waters. and is much more accessible than a Dangerous Waters. I always thought for Dangerous Waters they should. I mean, I think they could consider like a DCS type approach where you like buy a plane or something, you buy a sub, but I'm sure DCS moves much more volume than Dangerous Waters would. So it might be one of those things where to make it feasible, the sub has to cost like $300 and be like, whoa, I'll just have some peanuts. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not sure a Dangerous Waters 2 would be economically feasible. I always thought it should be like the best way to do it. Well, I don't know. I always thought just having like some huge combined arms game where you got land, air, and sea things going on would be like probably the best way to do that. Well, I don't want to say best, but I'd be curious to see how that could pan out. Like Dangerous Waters, like someone making like more semi-naval type units for like a DCS or something like that. How that would go. I guess I could be under the layer right now. I just don't need to be above the layer. But I'm gonna keep track. So I'm gonna keep track on these dudes. We've already passed. Well, if the solution is right, we've already passed point of closest approach with that guy. Wait, what? What is going on with that toad data here? I must have merged in. That's not right. Did I merge in the mirror contact on this guy? You don't expect something to do that unless it's very close or the wrong contact. That's very weird. This guy definitely just changed course. DW iced it with subcommand. Oh, you mean just putting icing on top of subcommand? What does Sierra 5 do? What is that? No, that's wrong. What is that data? It went there, and then it went there, and then spun around here. And it's obviously some kind of crap data, but I don't remember plotting a crap track. Oh well, get rid of it. Let's go with that. Let's assume he is back further out. Oh, seeing them on the broadband now. Seem to be just chugging along there. They changed course at some point, or my speed estimate is wrong. Good enough. I just push him back a little bit. Yeah. If Dangerous Waters had a fishing minigame, like every single Japanese game does. Yeah, the costs add up with DCS, all those planes. I bought the Tomcat and I probably put like 2 hours into it. Really haven't played much since then. Why do these rulers keep bouncing around? Why can't the rulers stay where I had it for this illusion? Add that to the Dangerous Waters 2.0 checklist. Or wish list. Yeah. I've never really played multiplayer in DCS, at least against people. It's not really my jam overall in life these days to play against people. I just don't care. It's like I don't like not being good, and then the amount of time I have to put in to be good, I don't want to do. So I just don't do it. Just seems weird to go into like some little like corner of the exercise area. I don't know. I would not expect it. I will not be expecting them to go east to head to this exercise area. So I'm going to rule that out. Yeah, one in front of the other seems to make... I don't know. That feels a little better to me than abreast. Side by side. Yeah, definitely know about Hoggett. But again, I have not played DCS in months. I guess whenever the Tomcat came out. Whoa. Gets really shallow there. What the heck? That's random. Interesting. There's like a seamount. $81 feet, 80 feet, 78. Very interesting. Underwater mountain. Let's make sure not to go flank speed into that thing. Hey, what's up, Mr. Argus? Yeah, I'm not sure how DCS would be handled on your processor there. It is only a single core. The game. Have they come out with a dedicated server yet? I remember that being one of my gripes with DCS, that there wasn't a dedicated server. It's only listen servers. Can you mark this guy finally? No! Dude, that is so annoying. It's big, bright, and beautiful rat layer. Come on now. There's something weird, because you shouldn't be able to see the broadband before the narrowband. It's the whole point of narrowband. It's the whole point of Demon. Can I mark it here on the toad on the broadband?
Con, sonar, I have a new contact.
Okay.
192, designated Sierra 6.
I'm not sure what track I had earlier on that guy that made like the frickin' full like 360 lines of bearing in 5 minutes. TPK. Oh, you don't tell me in here. Oh, no, you do. 8. Boom, 10 knots. Alright. My guess was good. 10 knots. Yeah, there you go, right there. Okay. Let's try to avoid that guy. DCS does have free stuff. You can download the base game for free, and then you can fly. Can't you fly the frickin' SU-25T for free? Like, doesn't the game comes with the SU-25, doesn't it? The frickin' Frogfoot. Like, for free. Oh, this guy slowed down. We're gonna slow down.
I'll head 1/3. How am I?
No, we just changed course. Okay, getting a little itchy. Having flashbacks to Hunter Killer where those guys can hear me from a bajillion miles away. Let's slow down. No, we can keep going 8 knots.
Make turns for 8 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Maybe these guys are gonna like cock back at some point. I hate to be like right in front of them. Yeah, so if you're curious about a Bob, you can at least download it, see what happens. Got nothing to lose. It takes up a lot of space. I think my DCS folder is like 120 gigs with just the few planes that I have. I think most of that's the terrains, actually. All the terrains. I got Nevada, and Persian Gulf. It seemed like that guy made like one course change and then like another littler course change. Merge it up. Do. I love 1 hour's worth of data. I tried. This keeps like, maybe I should assume these guys are doing 10 knots too. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, right there. That's the good stuff. Bam. Punch that in. There you go. Looking good. Let's come a little more southerly here.
1, 2, 0.
Trying to give this guy a freaking wide berth down here. Big Bertha. Add something else to the Dangerous Waters 2.0 checklist. I'd love to like click on a contact and then it would show me like where the point of closest approach would be. Not sure how you would best draw that. It could be like a line. Or it could like show where the boats would be at that point. I don't know. I think that would be very useful. Biff.
Steady on course. 1, 2, 0.
Yeah, it never hurts to sometimes stop and work a solution. Pause the game. Nothing wrong with that. It's already unrealistic being a one-man crew anyway. Oh my god, he said Dangerous Waters is unrealistic. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know. I want to have a snack, but then I don't want you guys to just hear me munching and smacking away. I guess I could just move my mouth away from the mic. Yeah, 1 sec.